there. As a recruiter, I spend a lot of time on the phone with drivers and answering questions, anything about the company. We always get on the topic of reviews. Every driver any smart driver anyway, they're going to do their research. They're going to get online, they're going to look at reviews, they're going to be talking to drivers if they see them, and just doing a lot of kind of background investigation on the company. And it always comes up. We talk about reviews. And the drivers will usually pick a review that they've seen online that they want to talk about and have answered. And, as a recruiter, to see one-star reviews, that hurts me. My job is to, have a great company, a great brand to represent. So when I'm seeing these one-star reviews, it hurts me just as badly. And today I wanted to go over a few of them, talk about them, and, see how you let reviews transform your opinion whenever you're going to a company. We'll take one, for example, that we had just a few months ago, sent in by TJ. It says, "Do not take care of their trucks, and when you broken down, it take 2 hours or more for them to tell you what's going to happen or need to be done." And this particular case right here, from the outside looking in, sounds like, hey, they don't take care of their equipment. But this driver that was here, he was here for 4 days total, and 2 to 3 of those days were orientation. So he never really gave us a fair shot. I mean, if you're drawing an opinion in the first actual day that you're out on the road about a company, I don't think that's a fair shot. That's like someone going into a restaurant and just smelling the air and walking out. How can you give an honest food review when you've not even tried it? And so that's kind of, the situations we deal with. There's all kinds. Another one that we had that stands out is, I got one here from a gentleman named Carson. It says, "Never returned my call. Pretty lame." And we got a 1-star review for that. I'm on the phone a lot. As a recruiter, that's my job, is to be on the phone. And I could be talking to someone and get 5 calls while I'm on the line. If you don't leave a name in a voicemail, how am I going to get back to you? And, we got a 1-star for that. And I apologize, Carson, that the experience wasn't the way you wanted. Had I had a voicemail or you left me a message, I would have gotten back to you. I'd have been more than happy to answer any questions that you got, even still to this day. And then we've got another one that this one just gets me in particular. We had a guy, his name is Craig. I'm not going to say last names on here it doesn't matter. They're on our Google reviews if you really wanted to see. He left us a 1-star review. No comment or nothing. This guy in particular, he lived somewhere out in Georgia, and I was working on recruiting him. He was going to come in, and it just so happened that the week that he was wanting to come up, the PGA golf tournament was out in his area. So all rental cars were booked. I couldn't get him a car. The only way that I could get him here was by flight. And the prices were jacked up. They were high. We're talking $700, $800 for a one-way flight to Missouri, just because of how hot it was down there that week. And I booked this guy's ticket, and he misses the flight. $800 down the drain. So this was on Saturday, Sunday. He was supposed to be here Monday. So he calls me Monday. "Hey, I missed the flight. I ended up getting into an accident on the way to the airport. I really want to be there. Can we redo it?" And normally we don't, but I did for this guy. I really felt like he was going to come. So I booked another ticket. This time it was closer to $600. The tournament had ended. Things were settling down week after, so it was a little bit cheaper. And he ended up canceling that ticket himself. He said that he was trying to change the seat, but he canceled the ticket. And at that point, I'm like, all right, you missed one flight, you canceled another. I'm not taking this guy seriously by now. So I left it up to him. I said, if he wants to be here, he's going to reach out to me. I'm done chasing. I never heard from him. except for about a month later when he leaves us a 1-star review. Now, I feel like we did as much as we could do. We booked 2 flights. We ate the $800. We didn't send him the bill for that. We tried to accommodate him every way possible, and he just didn't show up. And on the other hand, we've got plenty of great reviews. We're a 3.8 out of 5 star on Google, which in my opinion is pretty good for a small company. You've got genuine posts from guys like Raul, who says this is a great place to work. The personnel are good, qualified, and if you're a CDL driver, you need to come and work for this company. They really take care of their drivers and personnel, from recruiting to dispatch. Mechanics will work with you and listen to what you need. This is what I love right here. I love when we get good feedback, because it always seems like the good guys say nothing. They stay quiet. So it's always good to see these good positive reviews. Recently, we were a part of the Best Fleets to Drive For program, and out of 207, 209 companies, we made it into the top 93 as a finalist. It was a very back and forth process. Being a best fleet is not easy. There's a lot of questions, a lot of time that goes into it, and it takes a lot of driver participation, and that's the hardest part. We had to have 50 drivers fill out a survey for us, and it remained anonymous, so we don't know who put it in. We don't know anything, but we were able to see some of the responses that were from the drivers. We just, like I said, it's anonymous. We don't know who wrote it. We just can see what was wrote. I was very happy with the results and what was out of it. I'm skipping through a lot of right here, but just some of the random stuff. You are compensated fairly for the work that you do. 66% strongly agree, 24% somewhat agree, 8% stay neutral, and only 1 person said disagree. So 33 people said that they were very happy, whereas 12 people said somewhat agree, and only 4 stayed neutral. So it's good to see that all but 1 person was satisfied or above satisfied with the pay. It's just amazing to see how well we're doing and to know that the drivers really care. I feel like a lot of companies, the drivers feel like they're disconnected or that they're just a number. But here at Woody Bogler, they're the backbone of this company. And to see that they're happy makes us happy in the office, because ultimately we work for them. We're trying to make their lives easier. We're trying to make their jobs easier. And we're trying to be that middleman between them and the customer. And so when we succeed at that, that's an awesome feeling. This company can be trusted to look after its drivers. 86% said strongly agree. So that's 43 drivers. 3 drivers said somewhat agree. 3 stayed neutral. Only 1 disagreed. So then there was some written questions where they asked for responses on top of the multiple choice. And we got to see some of the comments that our drivers actually said about us. And please indicate how likely you are to recommend your current company to other drivers. In the almost 5 years I've been driving, this is by far the best company I've worked for. From good pay, great home time, great equipment, and a family atmosphere, no other place I'd rather work. This company is a good, actually awesome company to drive for. Nice people, great equipment, good loads, love the trucks. This company is growing. I love where I'm at, and good decision I made to work for this great company. Another person says, works well with freight that goes out, then right back. Another question. you enjoy working for this company? Was the question. And someone says, very much, excellent company, fun runs, fast paced. I worked for another company that I loved that changed owners. I'm just as happy here as I was there. And so, really, just to summarize on everything that I'm going through today, is there's opinions everywhere. Everybody's got an opinion about our company or any restaurant. And I just ask that you don't let that affect you or hold you back from making a decision. It's just like in life. If you're trying to pass a test in class, are you going to approach the dumbest kid and ask him what he should do and how he should answer? You're not. You're going to go to the smartest kid. In a gym, are you going to walk up to the scrawniest guy and ask him how to get big? No, you're going to go to the biggest guy. But yet, somehow, when it comes to choosing a company, you will take the negative feedback into consideration. Instead of looking for those people that are leaving good reviews and finding out, hey, what are you doing to make this a good experience? Why is it good for you? Instead of doing that, we've got people that run to the negative and they latch onto that and they take that as gospel. So I just ask you guys to be open-minded, and if you've got questions, reach out. I'm here to help. If you don't want to take it from a recruiter, why don't you talk to some of our drivers? I know two in particular right now. We've got Kel Brown and Chris Carnahan, who have recently started TikTok accounts to more or less show what they do and kind of introduce you to their profession, which is the in-dump division here at Woody Bogler Trucking. And they do videos of their day-to-day operations, what it's like, and they'll tell you truthful. They'll tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. And if you're going to be persuaded from someone like that who's actually doing the job. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.